2050. Bayangkan, udara saja tidak berpihak kepada kita. Dan kekeringan parah di banyak belahan dunia. Hutan-hutan terbakar. Sudah bosankah kamu mendengar cerita-cerita ketidakadilan? Kisah tentang rapuhnya mereka yang papa di hadapan aparat yang berkuasa.
BPS melaporkan tingkat kemiskinan Indonesia mengalami kenaikan. Ironis, kondisi laut Indonesia kini berada dalam situasi kurang beruntung yang dianggap merampas hak-hak perempuan dan tidak mencerminkan kesetaraan gender.
Indonesia saat ini berada di posisi ke-6 terakhir dari 79 negara yang disurvei.
Buat semua influencer yang sudah mempromosikan judi-judi online ini, gue cuma mau bilang ke kalian, kalau kalian lihat berita ada orang yang bunuh diri karena judi online, atau ada orang yang mati karena judi online, atau ada orang yang membunuh karena judi online, maka tangan kalian berdarah atas orang-orang itu.
Yeah, problems. So that is what SDGs was made for. But the question is, have you ever noticed all of those problems? Or you just playing games all the time, hanging out with your besties or your lover, or you just studying all the time? Okay, let me tell you something. You are not doing something right. I mean, yeah, you do, but not 100%, because we need to consider all those problems and we need to fix it, all of us together. But what can I do? I'm just a student. Well, let's just start with simple things we can do. Okay, Lombok is a wonderful island. We all agree with that, right? So I bet you guys who are watching this, you go for a vacation at least once in a week, once in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever. But please do not leave your there. I'm sorry, I mean your trash there. Just put it on its place. Okay. Second example, you go to school. I'm not talking about elementary school, especially for the first to third grade, because it's a little bit heavy talking about SDGs, because all they need to do is just to play. Okay, you go to school, you learn things there, but only focusing on what you need to learn, focusing on developing skills that you need. So then, but do not let other subjects burden you to be who you are, to be who you want to be. Okay, just focusing on developing yourself, skills that you need, so then you will get decent job. So in short, that is how you can help our economic growth.
Bro, what is SDGs?
Okay, SDGs. So SDGs stands for Sustainable Development Goals. They are a set of 17 goals that were adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015 as the part of 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So the goals are an urgent call for action by all countries around the world, with strategies that improve health and education, to reduce inequality and spur economic growth, while tackling climate change and working on to preserve our oceans and forests. Okay, here's the 17 goals. Okay, among those 17 goals, there's one thing which I think is the most pressing one, the most crucial one, and I'll go with quality education. Okay, quality education is this is a term that refers to the process and outcomes of learning that enable individuals to develop their full potential and to contribute to society. Okay, quality education is not only about academic knowledge and skills, but also about values, attitudes, and behaviors that foster respect, tolerance, and peace. Quality education is inclusive, equitable, and relevant for all learners, regardless of their gender, their abilities, their background, or where they are. So quality education is also a human right and a key driver of sustainable development. Okay, but why? Why do I think it's the most crucial one? Do we have problem with it in Indonesia? So the answer is yes, we do. So I need you to take a look at this chart. Okay, if you take a look at the red dots, so that is the Indonesia's point, but the blue lines though. So the blue lines is the average points of other countries.
Bro, what is that?
So, that is PISA. So PISA stands for Program for International Student Assessment. It is an assessment program to measure the knowledge and skills of 15 years old students in reading, math, and science. So the program aims to evaluate their extent to which students can apply their knowledge and skills to real-life situations. So the last PISA was held in 2022, but the result is not out yet. So here's the previous PISA that was held in 2018. In 2018, Indonesia in math is the 73rd out of 79 countries. In science, Indonesia is the 71st, and in reading, Indonesia is the 74th out of 79 countries. Wow! So that's what makes Indonesia is in low rank. But according to sekolah.link, the first one is because unequal education facilities. Education cannot run without facilities, right, that can support learning process. So Indonesia still lacks of technology that can help to make the learning process easier. The second one is the curriculum is still not running optimally. FYI guys, Indonesia is a country that frequently changes its curriculum, but unfortunately curriculum development in Indonesia is still not well implemented. Dr. Karlina Supeli once said, she is a philosopher and a female astronomer, once said that we need to pay more attention to our curriculum seriously, but do not burden our elementary school students, especially for the first to third grade, because all they need to do is just to play, not to do homeworks. Because in that age, things they need to learn first is courtesy, honesty, politeness, and respect. And the third is that because the teaching staff is still not evenly distributed. You know what guys, here's what I found out, which I think is still there in our education system in Indonesia. Feudalism. So feudalism is a social, political, and economic system that predominantly developed in Europe during the Middle Ages. According to Wikipedia, it was in the 9th and 15th centuries, but I'm gonna make it simple. So, do you still remember about Bima, who exposed the disgrace of Lampung? Instead of fixing the problem, the government sued him. Feudalism. When they think that there is no way that they can be wrong, and I would say that they got feudal mentality. So what about feudalism in our education system in Indonesia? This is when the students are scared to criticize, because every time they criticize, they were always scolded, right? Okay, my friends Unya talked to me last week, and he said that he was scolded by his lecturer because he think that he did something right, but the lecturer didn't even let him to explain what he's doing. The lecturer Unya, my friend, gave his work to the lecturer, and the lecturer said, "Wait, what is this?" And the lecturer went, "Hey, what is this?" He smashed his homework. Hey, what is this? Wait, what's your name again? My name is Unya, sir. Okay, Unya, you need to listen to me carefully. And the Unya went, "Wait, sir, I can explain this. So it means that blah 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 blah." But the lecturer stopped him immediately. So Unya didn't even have a chance to explain what he's doing, because he think that he's doing something right, but the lecturer still thinks that he's not doing something right, because again and again feudal mentality, that the lecturer thinks that there is no way that he can be wrong. So that is what feudalism is. Thank you.